Hello students, welcome to all of you Shiksha 360 CAP classes. Today basically we have to discuss the elective IT chapter number 17 part 1. Chapter number 17 basically that is related to the very important topic basically for the examination point of view and easy one, that is business continuity and disaster recovery planning. So let's start our discussion. So what is business continuity and disaster recovery plan? So business continuity planning and disaster recovery planning are used together so often that people often begin to forget that there is a difference between the two. Initially, basically, what we are thinking that both of BCP and DRP, it is to be, we can say that equivalent, but this is not in actual practice. So what is the basic difference between that? So here, BCP, what is that? So BCP, it is a strategy. That is business continuity plan. What is that? Basically, business continuity plan, it is a strategy that allows a business to plan in advance what it needs. Clear? Basically, for what? Very, very important. Clear? So business continuity plan, basically, it is a strategy that allows a business to plan in advance what it needs to do to ensure that its key products and services continue to be delivered in case of a disaster. Clear? That is basically sometimes we can say that there is some emergency condition or there is some disaster. So we can continue our business, that it is comes under the business continuity plan. And what is DRP? Very, very important. This is the difference between both these things. And in the examination, you will find question on the basis of that. On the other side, while a DRP allows a business to plan what needs to be done immediately after a disaster to recover from the event. Clear? After a disaster to recover from the event. Like you have seen that basically there is one case like during the rainfall, just for an example, not exactly related to that, a branch is swiped basically with the water of the rain, clear, or floods. In like I have seen one video on social media, like in the Shimla, basically there is a one branch of one bank flows basically with the help of flood water, flows basically with the flood water. So basically important documents are also kept basically gone away with the water. So how they will continue their business, that is comes under the DRP, clear, after disaster, that is disaster recovery plan. How they will continue, okay, and how they will continue their business, clear, both of things they have to take care. So BCP basically tells your business the steps to be taken to continue its key product and services, while a DRP basically tells your business the steps to be taken to recover post an incident. Like this is an incident that the branch basically flows in water. So some experts are also opinion that DRP basically takes care of technology side by of BCP. Just you have to remember both full forms. Clear? Sometimes basically like there are 4 to 5 full forms basically will be asked which one is correct, which one is not correct. Clear? So you have to take care regarding that. So impact analysis, business continuous strategy are part of the BCP. Very, very important. Which one it is a part of the BCP and which one it is a part of the DRP. So impact analysis, clear how much there the impact, that is we have to analyze. And business continuity strategy, basically both are the part of the BCP. On the other side, incident response, emergency response, how much damage, the assessment of the damage, and evacuation plan, clear, and how basically we have to take out from that thing, are all the part of DRP, that is disaster recovery plan. Clear? All are part of that. That is incident response, emergency response, damage assessment, evacuation plan are all the part of DRP. Clear? So kindly remember both these things. What is BCP and what is DRP? Now next one. So it makes sense to divide planning into two parts. Planning to continue the business operation. Second, planning to basically recover from disaster situations. Clear? So basically we have to take care regarding two things. First one, that is planning to continue the business operations. Planning to recover basically from the disaster situation. So now let's discuss. So as part of the business continuity process, An organization will normally develop a series of DRPs. These are more technical plans that are developed for specific groups within an organization to allow them to recover a particular business application. This comes under the DRP. So the well-known example of DRP, it is the formation of information technology. Earlier, basically, we have to done our work in the form of files, clear. Now, basically, we are putting in the technology right in the computers, clear, so we can access at any place. So the well-known example of DRP, it is the information technology. The typical test for a DR plan for IT, basically, if we lost our IT services, how would we recover them? How we have to recover our data? It is pertinent to note that BCP and DRP have similarities in banking industry. Since information processing application, clear, it is pertinent to note that BCP and DRP have similarities in the banking industry, since information processing application and business application have thin line of distinction and look like one and the same. Clear, have thin line of distinction and look like one and the same. All banking business operations and the concerned data processing operations are inseparable. Okay. All banking business operations and the concerned data processing operations are to be inseparable. Clear? Both are to be gone side by side. So hope you are able to understand basically what are the difference between the business continuity plan and the disaster recovery plan. Very, very important, basically, which are the part of the BCP and which are the part of the DRP. Kindly remember these things, and if you are, I will also provide you the slides in your group. And along with that, I will provide you some MCQs so that you are able to understand what type of question. Clear? For all types of the session, you can subscribe our channel Shiksha 360 on YouTube. So business continuity plan. Business continuity planning, it is best described as the processes and procedures that are carried out by an organization to ensure that essential business functions continue to operate basically during and after a disaster. Clear? That is basically we are going to perform our work or giving our services. By having a business continuity plan, organization seeks to protect their mission, critical services, and give themselves their best chance of survival. This type of planning enables them, clear further, that is this type of planning enables them to re-establish services to a fully functional level as quickly and smoothly as possible. Further, that is this type of planning enables them, that is to re-establish, clear, if they are not performing, basically not able to perform due to any issue or problem. So that is to re-establish service to a fully functional level as quickly and smoothly as possible. So BCPs generally cover most or all of an organization critical business processes and operations. Conceptually thinking of business continuity plan, that is, if we lost this building, how we recommence our business. Clear? That is basically if we are not able to work, clear, due to any reason. So basically how we can recommence our business, that it is comes under the business continuity plan. So what are the things? So business continuity plan, it is the process whereby financial institutions ensure the maintenance or recovery of operations, including services to the customers, when confronted with adverse events such as natural disaster. That is basically, I have discussed one condition, that is a flood. Flood, that is of natural disaster, technological failures, human error, or terrorism. Okay. So examples of business continuity basically includes cyber attacks and data breaches, unplanned IT and telecom outages, interruption to utility supply, that is power supply, we can say that, adverse weather and other environmental causes, pandemic and epidemics, act of terrorism, security incidents, fire, flood, loss of key personnel, physical property destruction, or material loss. Clear? All are the things basically comes under the business continuity risks. Just, I am not saying that basically you have to cram all this in, just you have to go through this video at least 2 times. You are able to understand. Clear? Very normal things like cyber attacks, unplanned IT and telecom outages. Like basically there is some construction work going on. Clear? So they will also sometimes, due to that, basically internet issue arises. Clear? Or interruption to utility supply, adverse weather conditions, or other environmental causes, pandemics and epidemics, like due to the COVID, one of the, like, under that, acts of terrorism, security incidents, fire, flood, loss of key personnel, or physical property destruction or material loss. So the objectives, clear? So the objectives of a business continuity plan are to be: first one, minimize financial loss to the institution. Clear? First one here, that is we have to minimize the financial loss to the institution. Second one, continue to serve the customers and financial market participants. Clear? First one, that is minimize the financial loss to the institution. Second one, that is we have to continue to serve our customers and financial market participants. Third one, mitigate the negative effect disruptions can have on an institution's strategic planning, reputation, operations, liquidity, credit quality, and market position. Clear? That is mitigate. We have to reduce the negative effects disruption can have on an institution's strategic plans, reputation, operations, liquidity, credit quality, market position. Third one. Fourth one, that is ability to remain in compliance. That is basically we have to follow the rules and the regulations even after that. Clear? With applicable laws and the regulations. Contingency planning, it is a process. What is that? Like business continuity plan. Like you are already aware that is there is one fund, that is contingency fund. Clear? For government also, clear, there is a contingency fund, clear, that is used for the emergency situations. Similarly, contingency planning, that is planning, that is basically it is the process of devising plans and strategies basically for coping up basically how we have to handle with emergency situations that cause disruption of normal computer operations. Developing contingency plans consist of analysis of the business and organizational needs, evaluation of alternatives, decision making, design of contingency systems and operations, development of plan, testing and implementation. Clear? All these things basically comes under that. That is basically it is comes under the contingency planning. Clear? Just you have to remember that what is contingency planning. Basically, it is a process of devising the plans and strategies for coping up basically with the emergency situations that cause disruption of normal computer operations. So sometimes they will ask question in the examination in the form of what are the objectives. Clear? First one, that is minimize. Clear? How we can reduce the financial loss to the institution. Second one, that is how we have to continue serve our customers and financial market participants. Third one, that is mitigate or reduce the negative effects disruptions that have on institution strategic planning. Clear? That is basically even they don't have any backup plan. Clear? So we have to reduce all these things. Clear? If something happen. Fourth one, that is contingency plan. So this is the next point, that is what are the guidelines. The guidelines for business redemption or continuity and disaster recovery plan basically include all these following things which we have to discuss one by one. That is first one, that is we have to aware our employees, that is employee awareness. Second one, that is fire detection and prevention, hard copy records, human factor personnel considerations, local area network, media handling and storage, miscellaneous consideration. Yeah. We have to discuss all these things one by one. Just I will give you overview. That is employee awareness, that is we have to aware our employees. Second one, that is fire detection and protection prevention, hard copy records, human factor, local area network. Under that basically we have to discuss four things: disk mirroring, disk duplexing, drive arrays, hot backup. Clear? Disk mirroring, disk duplexing, hot backup. Clear? Next one, that is media handling and storage, miscellaneous considerations. Clear? We have to be cover all these things one by one here. So please tell fast if you have any doubt, any query, basically what we have discussed in now. Clear? Here I will discuss in the session first 3 points here. Next we have to cover in the next session, along with that many other points. Clear? All these things you will be able to find in our group. So employee awareness, regular sessions will be provided under that. So security and safety awareness, it is critical to any disaster avoidance program. Okay, employee awareness, first point under that, that is we have to security and safety awareness. It is critical to any disaster avoidance program. So develop a good security and safety awareness program. Clear, first of all, if anything happens, we have to control that. Clear, we have to make our strategy in that way that that disaster basically will not happen. Okay, so that is we have to develop a good security and safety awareness program. Third one, conduct exercise where employees identify potential safety hazards and other conditions that could lead to an emergency. Clear, we have to do the mock drills also. Clear, regarding the same. Invite community service representatives such as the fire department, law enforcement agency. Like you will find that in all the departments you will find fire extinguisher. Clear, but in actual, if please take care this thing what I'm saying here, but in actually if you are going to try how to use that fire extinguisher, very less people aware regarding that, basically how we have to use that cylinder that is basically hanging on the wall. Clear, like fire extinguisher. So basically you have to further, that is law enforcement agencies, securities companies and others to come and speak to your employees at awareness sessions. Piggyback into human resource indoctrination programs for new employees. Piggyback onto human resources. Piggyback, not big piggyback onto human resources indoctrination programs for new employees to make new employees aware of safety, emergency, security, and other procedures. Clear, all these things basically comes under the employee awareness. Next one, that is fire detection and prevention. Fire detection and suppression systems are the responsibility of facilities and services. However, each business unit should ensure that these systems are adequate and in good working order. Fire detection and suppression system should be maintained and tested on a regular basis. Exit signs should be checked regularly to ensure that they are lit. If any require maintenance, facilities and services basically should be notified also. These are the main things. Octopus warning may lead to electrical fires. Octopus warning, wiring. Sometimes octopus wiring, like one wire on other, this one, octopus wiring. Some in the examination, they will ask what is octopus, may lead to basically electrical fires. Electrical circuit should not be overloaded by plugging into too much equipment into a single outlet. If more outlets are required to plug in equipment, it is better to get more outlets installed. Clear? So you have to think over that also. Clear? Like we are thinking plugging 2 to 3 plugs in one socket. Clear, by using some equipments. Clear? So we have to not do all these things. Okay, that is comes under the fire detection and prevention. Under that, we have discussed one more important word, that is octopus wiring. Now move to the next one, that is hard copy records. Clear, that is we have to also maintain that. Hard copy records basically should be protected against fire and water damage. Records stored offsite should also receive similar protection. Fire resistant cabinets should be considered for the storage of hard copy records that are deemed critical to the business units. That is, we have to store our documents or records in such a way that basically if there is any incident like firing happen, so we are able to protect ourselves from that also. Backup for hard copy documents include microfilming, imaging technology, and writable CD-ROM technology. Clear, all these things comes under that. That is basically for the backup. What it will include, either microfilming, imagining technology, and writable CD-ROM technology. Clear, all these things comes under that. So we have to discuss up to this much point. Rest other points along with some more important points. Basically, we have to take 3 to 4 sessions on that. Next session basically will be of 35 to 40 minutes. Clear? So this is basically the introductory session of chapter number 17. That's why basically we will discuss here overview and what is the difference between the business continuity and disaster recovery planning. Clear? So kindly remember all these things. For any inquiry, you have to mail on our email ID. This is our Telegram group. This is our YouTube channel. For regular sessions will be conducted. And for any query, you can contact to us. So thanks to all of you for joining this discussion.